All right, so today on the Fixit Shed, I want to continue my quest to figure out what's wrong with the transmission on this. I did take the car out for a ride. It did eventually fail. It actually started off okay and then started failing as it kind of warmed up, I guess. It didn't throw a code. It gave me a failure on the screen saying transmission problem, get it serviced right away. But there was no code for me to read. And there's no stored transmission codes. How about if we go to engine? Stored codes. I bet this is the O2 sensor. Yep, O2 sensor circuit low. And then when I got back, I stopped the engine, and then when I turned it back on, the error message had gone away. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to run through the transmission relearn, which you do like when you put a new clutch in or something like that, it helps it relearn the shift points. But also if anything is wrong, it will show a failure. So hopefully maybe that will trigger some codes. We're going to see what happens. So, and I am using FORScan on my laptop. So we'll get this hooked up. So I have the OBD plugged in. Let's connect the car, connect the vehicle. Yeah, okay. So it's that one. Need to turn the key on, that would help. Okay. So this is ready to go, so let's go. Is it in here? There we go. I don't care about the log, I want to go in here. TCM adaptive learning. Play. Okay. Now, perform transmission range sensor adaptive learning. Okay. Please set the gear selector in park. It is in park and press OK. Okay. Please set the gear selector in reverse and press OK. Alright. Please select the gear selector in neutral and press OK. Set the gear selector in drive and press OK. Gear selector in low or sport, press OK. Transmission range sensor is learned, no errors detected. Okay. Please set the gear selector to park and press OK. Set the gear selector in reverse. OK. Neutral. OK. Drive. OK. Low. OK. Selector in park. Press OK. Please turn the ignition off. Okay. We're off. OK. Please turn the ignition on, but don't start the engine. On. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to go perform shift drum at adaptive learning. Okay. We'll check the two. Okay. I can hear it doing stuff under the hood. Shift drum is learned, no errors detected. Okay. Please turn the ignition off. Back to off. Okay. Now you gotta wait 45 seconds again. Okay, please turn the ignition on, but don't start the engine. Ignition is on. Okay. Alright, let's perform clutch adaptive learning. Okay. It's in the park position. To press the brake pedal and hold. Okay. You can hear it doing some things under the hood. Please run the engine and keep it idle. Okay. Perform clutch adaptive learning. Make sure that the transmission gear selector is in the park position. To press the brake pedal and hold, press the accelerator pedal to the floor so the engine reaches maximum speed during wide open throttle and hold. Okay. Okay. Perform clutch adaptive, return to idle. Installing the clutch touch point adaptive learn for clutches A and B. This function will attempt to learn the engagement travel of both clutches by engaging direct drive, overdrive gear ratios, and progressively engaging both clutch elements. Engine load is monitored while the touch point is in progress. It is critical that the brake pedal be held consistently and the engine load remains stable. Release of the brake pedal or varying engine load will result in adaptive learn failure. Okay. Warning, it is recommended the engine is at operating temperature. The transmission must be in the park position and the vehicle electrical accessories must be turned off. Note, it is critical the AC compressor is not active during this routine. In rare cases, my touch-equipped vehicles may automatically turn the HVAC system back to the on state following an ignition cycle. Make sure the HVAC is turned off before proceeding with touch point learn. Air conditioning is off. Okay. To press the brake pedal and hold. Okay. Waiting for engine idle speed to stabilize, 30 seconds. Learning touch points. Gear shift or shaft on shaft A, okay. Touch point learn for shaft A, okay. Gear shift on shaft B, okay. Okay, routine has been reported successful by the TCM. Clutch A, learn touch point was 11 millimeters. Clutch B, learn touch point 12.9 millimeters. Minimum value 6 millimeters. The successful completion of the clutch touch point adaptive learn elements eliminates the need for the vehicle adaptive drive road test. Okay. Please turn the engine off. Engine off. Okay. Now we gotta wait 45 seconds again. Please turn the ignition on, but don't start the engine. Okay. Perform clutch system tests. Okay. Function system verifying that the clutch is operating within the specifications. The test will identify the initial clutch reference point's position and verify the clutch is able to move through the expected ranges of clutch travel. Also, the e-motor operation will be tested and the self-actuated opening of the clutch hardware will be verified. Shift the gear selector to the park position. It is in park. Okay. Doing the clutch travel test. Heard it move some things. Clutch position, ramp cycle. Okay. Please turn the ignition off. Okay. And wait 45 seconds. Please turn the ignition on, but don't start the engine. Okay. Alright, so that's how you run through the TCM Adaptive Learn. I was kind of hoping that it might show me some failures, but it didn't. Everything actually checked out okay. But the search continues, so if you got something out of this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help this channel out, please consider subscribing or becoming a member by clicking the join button below. Thanks for watching. Take care.